this axis is height, and this is the number of people that are that height. So height in inches, and I started at 0, and I went every 10 inches interval up to 110, assuming someone's 110 inches in this room. And here I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the interval is 1. And again, this is the number of people in this room that are a specific height. So if there's going to be one person that is 5 feet tall, then I'm going to like put a dot here, and there's going to be a bar. If there's 2 people, then it's going to go all the way up here. You see? Okay, she's going to do it. So, pen, what did I do? I gave it to you. Okay. The first point, let's see, so height, the first one is 62.
Can we list the things so we can narrow it down to...
We can, or you could do this. So I say 62, and you make a dot, and then if I say 62 again, you just go up to 2. Okay?
I would graph something like that, though, right? 62?
Yeah, right. Okay, so 62 is the first point. The next point is 71. And if you want, you can later. 62, 71. The next one is 63. Then 68. 72. 68 again. So that means you go up to 2 now. Next one's 69. Okay. 68 again. 61. 67. 73. 65. 65 again. 66. 63. 61, and 67. Okay, so now from the bottom of the graph to the top of the highest dot, just connect, like make a line. From this axis, so it will look like for 61, it will go up to here. And keep going. Thank you very much. You may have a seat. Okay, so she made a graph. What is our highest point? Can anybody see?
68.
68. 68. There's 3 people in this room, or were in this room on the first day, that were 68 inches tall. There was nobody in this room that was 60 inches tall or shorter, and there was nobody who was 73 inches tall or taller. So you guys pretty much gravitated exactly where we thought you would. So our hypothesis is correct. But so we're looking at something that has a central tendency. Do you know what a central tendency is? It's exactly what it sounds. It's all of the data census centralized at one point, and that point is sort of 68. Okay, so the average height sort of is 68. Have you heard of a bell curve? You guys know what a bell curve is? Anybody? A bell curve looks like this. Well, however, and again, it shows like that most of the data is in the middle, and then some is spread out over here. So if we had an extraordinarily short person, they would be like right here, and most people are not there. And if we had an extraordinarily tall person, they would be here. Okay, so I want to teach you some ways to see what the average is in the room. How do you know what the average is, besides making a graph and sort of seeing where the middle is? Yes? And what is that called? It's called the average, or the mean. So if you flip to the last page, we have this, there's 3 measures of central tendency. And the first one is the mean, which is like actually the arithmetic average, where we will add up all the heights and divide by the number of people in the room. Okay? How do we find that? Just we have to use a calculator? Anybody have a calculator? Okay, do you want to find the mean for us for the first one, age? So what's the average age in the room? Do you know how to find that? So look at the data. It's and I want someone else to find it as well, so to make sure that she does it correctly. Does anybody, who else wants to volunteer? Okay.
Oh, that's it?
Yes. So this is the age. It's the second row. And I need you to find the average. So you have to add all of these up and divide by the number, which is that we have 17 people. Okay? So we're finding the mean of age. Who wants to find the mean of the heights in the room? Yes. Anybody else? You do it as well? Okay. And who wants to find the mean of the weights in the room? Okay. You can do it. Did anybody get anything different than these values? Yes. What did you get?
With the age, I got exactly 16. For the height, I got 66.411.
Okay.
And the weight, I got 113.588.
1.3?
No, 113.
113. Point.
588.
For age, I got 15.941177.
Okay. What do you think can account for the differences? You guys doing this? Error. So you maybe like forgot to add a number, or you divided by the wrong number. Everyone should be divided by 17.
Wait.
Except for the weight. Do you notice how in the weight row there's some missing? Some people didn't put their weights.
Yeah.
So if you divide by 17, then that's not accurate, because the sum is not for 17 people. So you have to divide by the actual number of people that reported their weights. You just put 0? Okay, well, that works too. Well, no, because yeah, it doesn't work. Because then you're saying that those people weigh nothing. Okay, mean is just one way to measure the central tendency. The other is median. And I gave you a worksheet on how to calculate a median in case you have never heard of it. Who has not heard of a median? Who's heard of a median? Yay, okay. So when you have to do, median is actually the middle number in a set of data. So we have 17 points, and we have to find the middle number, but not just the middle number. First we have to group the data in order from lowest to highest to find the median. While they're doing that, I want to ask you guys, why do we have 2 different measures? Actually, we have 3 different measures to find the central tendency. Why would you ever use median instead of mean? Why would it be important to look at the middle number instead of adding all the numbers together and dividing by the number of people?
Let's find the median.
The median, yes.
Sometimes the median can actually better represent the other one, because it's like, let's say you're doing someone that's 80 years old and then like someone that's like 1 or whatever.
Okay.
You choose the middle number, like to find, like, let's say there was a whole bunch of like 2-year-olds and like 8-year-olds. That doesn't like better represent
The sample. Yeah, it's true. Like, let's say most of you, according to the data, are 15 to 17 years old, but somehow there was a 65-year-old that joined the HCS after school program. And then someone asked me, so what's the average age of people in after school programs? So then I would add all your ages and then divide by 17 and get a number like 35. that doesn't represent at all the average person in this room. So I would use median, and then the average, and then so the median would better represent the age of the people in this room. Or if someone was especially tall, if someone here was 9 feet tall, and I got the average, it would skew the results, and it wouldn't tell me the actual height of people in this room.